Today I am going to talk to you about how everything is shaping up on our Alaska cruise. I'll let you know who's on board with us and on lots that's going on. And we had our first sea day. We boarded the ship on Saturday and Sunday was our first sea day. So I'm going to tell you all about it and lots of information as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Monday, actually. It is July 29th of 2024, and I'm going to tell you all about yesterday, though. I've decided this is a good way to do it going forward. And so yesterday was July 28th. It was a sea day here on board the Discovery Princess, and I love sea days. I love being in ports and beautiful places, but I also love sea days because they're relaxing, and Princess does a really good job of having so much going on board that you can truly sit somewhere quiet and read a book if you want to, or you can thoroughly be busy from sunup until way beyond sundown with all of their activities. So yesterday we decided that we were going to attend several of the things in the Princess Theater. To start off, if you haven't been following us on Facebook, so if you do Facebook, you should come and join us. Let's Go Travel Tips is the name of our group there on Facebook. And anyway, so we posted that when we got on board the ship, we got an invitation to the most well-traveled guests on board. So Princess will invite their guests who have sailed the most, out of who is on board that sailing. This time it's a cocktail party. I've never been invited to that before, so we received that for me. And then for Gordon, they had messed up his loyalty again, and so it showed him as brand new to Princess. So we were invited to the event that they have in the Princess Theater for the guests who are brand new to sailing with Princess. They go over a lot of really useful information, and I think they do a really good job with it. But as we got down there, it was from 9 o'clock until about 10, and then at 10 o'clock is when they were starting the presentation by the naturalist in the Princess Theater. And so we went down there maybe just a little bit before 9 because I just wanted to see what that event was like, and the theater was packed. It was absolutely packed, so we stood in the back to just listen to it. And like I said, they went over a lot of really useful information. So if you are new and you go on a cruise with Princess, they always have those for the guests who are brand new, at least on all the ships that I have been on recently. And so make sure that you attend that. I would say it's very much worthwhile. When we were at the Piazza last night for the Champagne Waterfall, they indicated that here on the beautiful Discovery Princess, you should know that she officially holds at double occupancy for every cabin 3,660 guests. That's her capacity. And sailing on this ship right now of that capacity, there are 4,010 guests, which means that they're the cabins that can have third and fourth guests have those third and fourth guests. And then of those 4,010 people sailing on this ship, 3,300 of them are brand new to Princess. Never have sailed on Princess before. So I'm sure that there are a lot of guests that were not able to fit in that theater. So I think that if you are on a ship that has a lot of new guests, especially on these really popular itineraries like Alaska, the Caribbean, maybe some of them to Mexico, I really think Alaska is where we get the very most of guests who are new to sailing with Princess. But anyway, go early to that presentation because you don't want to miss it. Then starting right at 10 o'clock is when the naturalist, Michael Mogileski, if I'm saying his name correctly, spoke, and he does a really good job. I like him from the standpoint, I've been on different ships with naturalists before that say, this is what the glacial moraine looks like, this is what this looks like, and when you see this, this is what this is. And to me, I can get a lot of that out of a book, and I'll talk to you about a book I recommend here in just a minute. But he does a really good job of putting Alaska in perspective, not only in time, but also really in lots of different aspects. So it kind of changes how you look at some things. So we really enjoy his presentations. He has another one that we are going to go to today on Monday as we sail into Juneau. There's one at 11 o'clock, so we are going to go to that. But don't miss the naturalists. Whoever is assigned to your ship, go listen to what they have to say, because no matter how they do it, it is very much worthwhile, especially if you have not had time to read books all about going to Alaska. And I have not had a bad naturalist. Just want to put that out there. Both on Holland America and on Princess, we have always had really, really good naturalists. And sometimes they have the same naturalists again. So it's very much worthwhile. So yesterday, that's what we did. And then after that, we just walked around and everything. And then we did the Crab Shack, which is a pop-up restaurant, seafood, that they run on both of the sea days here on the Discovery Princess. And I think that for the most part, all of the ships that we have been on lately, from this ship for the Eclipse Cruise, which was down to Mexico in April, and then we were on the Regal Princess in June, and they did it. Here we are. It used to be something they did more to Alaska, but I think that they're doing it on the other ships. So those of you sailing in the Caribbean or anywhere else, let me know if they're doing it. But they run it twice a day at lunchtime on the sea days, and so it's at 11:30 and at 1 o'clock. And so there are a couple of ways to sign up for that. When you get on board, you can go, you'll have to ask where they're having people sign up. Here on the Discovery Princess, it is in Rudy's, the Catch by Rudy. You go there on embarkation day, and they've got people there to help you if you need help with your dining room reservations, or if you want to make specialty dining reservations and haven't been able to do that in the app, as well as the pop-up restaurant of Crab Shack. And so that's what I did. I went there and signed right up, because it really depends on the sailing. And this time, when we went to the Crab Shack at 11:30, there were a lot of empty tables. I think a lot of it is because there are so many guests who are new to Princess, and they don't really advertise the Crab Shack. When we got on board the Regal Princess, there was someone standing there that had the, they give you, how when you go to a seafood restaurant, they'll give you a bib or something, they give you a whole apron on this ship. And it says Crab Shack on there. So a crew member was standing there on the Regal Princess, like I said, right when you got on the ship, advertising it and telling us about it. So Gordon just signed up right then. And so it's a really good thing to know about, though. On this ship, it was $40 a person, and what we got was definitely worth $40 to us. And it was absolutely delicious. We posted our photos over on Facebook, and Gordon will tuck a few of them in here, but it was very much worth doing. It was really fun. We had several of our Let's Go family members who decided to sign up as well. So we all sat together and had a really nice time. Highly recommend that, though. It's really good if you like seafood. If you don't like seafood, not so much. Now, so after we did that, then we were going to go back to the cabin so Gordon could edit our video, but they were teaching a merengue class. And so Gordon went back to the cabin to do that for a while, and I just couldn't not go. So I went over, and we had this amazing crew member teaching how to do the merengue. And so they did a really fun thing. There was a lot of ladies there to learn it. Really not very many gentlemen, mostly ladies there to learn it. And so they just said, grab, a partner there. You need a partner to learn how to do it. So this nice lady was there. So we learned how to do it. And the fun thing about that is they teach it slow enough that you can all get it, and then you practice it, and then she teaches you some more. It was really, really fun. And the person that I had the pleasure of learning how to dance that with it was really fun. So it was really, really nice. And so I've got to teach Gordon how to do that. Let me talk to you, though, about music in the piazza. So on the very first night that we were on board, there is a group that sings every night. They do the songs in the piazza from 10:15 until 11. And there is other music in the piazza all the time. So if you want to dance in the middle of the day, go down to the piazza. They do run, that's where they were doing the merengue class. So I've got to see if they're having one today. But I don't want to miss anything that I can learn about how to dance better. So anyway, that's where they were doing it, but they have a lot of other music there going on anyway. But my favorite time is in the evening. And so on the first night, the group was doing a really good song. They had a couple of songs that I think they were doing a good job. They had a couple of songs that were maybe a little harder to dance to, but there were not very many people dancing. There were people there, and so I will admit, Gordon and I were like, he was like, I don't want to be the only one out there. And so we didn't dance there. Took him around the corner and danced for a minute. But last night, when we got done with dinner, it was kind of late. It was about 10:30. We had a really nice conversation. We had only 9 of us came to dinner in the group. And so we had a lovely time at dinner, wonderful conversation. And then the people that wanted to go to see the show, the 9:30 show, off they went, and the others of us just sitting there. It was really nice. It's really such a pleasure to get to be together with you all. And so we got done at about 10:30, and we thought, okay, we better go do my video. So we got up here to do a video, and I said to Gordon, I said, I feel sad having to do a video instead of dancing the night away. And so he said, you know what, we're gonna go dance the night away. So we did, and we had the best time. And I want you to know that if that's something that you enjoy doing, you should go do it. I'm not a good dancer, but I love to dance, and the same with Gordon. We've been married for 38 years, and it's new that he'll dance with me. And so when we were dating, he would dance with me, but then, you know, you get married and he's like, no. But we're back to it. And so I just want you to know, like, pick something fun that you like to do and do it. And it doesn't matter if you're really good at it or not. I couldn't tell you how good anybody else on that dance floor was at dancing. We were just having a fun time, and I think that's how everyone is. So that group, Echo, is doing a really, really good job. They played during the Champagne Waterfall. They played during, you know, they play at different times. And like I said, every evening from 10:30 until, 10:15 until 11 o'clock. And so just want to put that out there. And I've not really had a bad band on a cruise ship before. They do a really good job. Now let's talk about what you see, because I mentioned that we spent time out on the open deck looking for wildlife. Today, right now, we're sailing in the Stevens Passage to come into Juneau. So I had one of these books at home, and I was wondering if there was a new edition of it. So I went and bought it, but it's this. They have it in the gift shop again. So I know for a while they had this. We bought one like on our very, no, not our first cruise. I think in 2020, in 2017 maybe is when we bought it. But anyway, there was a while that it was hard to find these in the gift shop, but they're back again. And the lady who wrote this, Rachel Cartwright, she is a person that has been a naturalist for Princess before. And so she covers everything that you need to know about Alaska, going on a cruise in Alaska. She does a really good job. So I bought another one because I didn't bring mine and I wanted to look at some things. And so I highly recommend this book. And then along with it, you get a free map. Oh, here's my map. And so you get a free map, and it opens up really big. And so Gordon's going to put in a picture here and show you what we did. Before I decided to buy another book that this comes with, they also sell these maps separate. So I bought one of the maps, and we put it up on our wall, so he will show you that. But on the one side of it is the map and everything, and so that's what you're going to see that we did. But on the other side of it, it's all about all the wildlife. So I'm just going to open this up for you here so that you can see. It's about the wildlife, all sorts of things here to see in Alaska, and so it's really good. So I have looked at this while I've been on a cruise ship before, as well as I've looked at it at home. And sometimes when I'm trying to decide what I want to see the next time we go, I will get out the map and look at things again as I read through excursions and see where they take you. So just wanted to know, you to know that this one is actually worth buying. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and subscribe? We need to have you with us. And when you hit that subscribe button, make sure that you hit that bell next to it so that you get a notification every time we put out a video and whenever we go live, because you don't want to miss out. We're going to see what the phone service is like in Glacier Bay, and if we can go live for a few minutes, we're going to go live and show it to you. So keep an eye out, and we'll let you know how it goes. But please hit that subscribe button, and if you appreciate my videos, would you please give this video a thumbs up? Thanks so very, very much. So here's a good recommendation for you. And so yesterday turned out to be a really, really good day. We got to have all of the best of going to Alaska. We got to have seafood for lunch. They did run afternoon tea at 3 o'clock, but we were so full from eating at the Crab Shack that we could not have afternoon tea. So we're going to do that another day. We got to experience really everything that you think of going on a cruise to Alaska. We got to have the wonderful things on board the ship, delicious food. We got to listen to the naturalist and learn all about that. We got to listen to, we watched later on the TV, there's a lady on board that went on the Inside Passage on her own on a kayak. Super interesting. We've heard her on other cruises before, so we listened to her again. When they hold things in the Princess Theater, they record them and make them available on your stateroom TV. So if there's more than one thing that you want to do at a time, it is really handy to know that they'll record it. And it's also really nice to know that when you get to the theater and it's already packed, because with the ship sailing at more than full capacity, so basically they've got 400 more passengers on board right now than they would normally have when the ship is considered full capacity. So it is crowded. Let me tell you that. It is very crowded. The buffet is always packed and it's always very hot there. And like the public areas on the ship are usually very busy, but you know what? That's not impacting my experience here as far as whether or not I'm having a nice time. We are having a spectacular time. I hope everyone in our group is having a wonderful time, but we're going to be pulling into Juneau today, so I'll tell you about that tomorrow. So we're going to see all the beautiful things. We're experiencing everything wonderful on the ship. So that leads me to tell you the two other important things about what we did yesterday. One of them is at 6:15 on the first sea day, which is always the formal day. They always have the champagne waterfall. And in conjunction with that, they introduce the head officers on board the ship, and the captain comes and speaks to everyone. We have the same captain that we did when we were on the Discovery Princess at the beginning of April for that total eclipse cruise that we did. And he is, I think, a really special captain. I haven't seen a princess captain that I don't think is really special. They do such a magnificent job and really take time, a lot of the time with the passengers. So he was there to speak, and so we had the pleasure of seeing the princess dancers dance. So I'm tucking that footage for you at the end of this video if you would like to feel like you were there a little bit, see what it was like. We'd love to have you watch it. So if you think of any questions about sailing to Alaska, anything about the Discovery Princess that I haven't covered, be sure to tuck them in the comments and I will catch them on another video, because we're having the best time. I love to go to Alaska. There are some places I've been that I don't necessarily need to go again, but Alaska is a very special place and we're having the best time sailing north to Alaska. So thank you for joining me here today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.
Celebrations. Tonight, we pour the champagne waterfall not only to celebrate you being on vacation, not only to celebrate you coming up that gangway and becoming part of our family, but I think you will all be with me here. We pour this champagne waterfall in the hopes this cruise, we have good weather. Who out there wants good weather this cruise? Right? So hopefully this will help. Now, this is the way the evening will go. Tonight, right now, we will pour the champagne waterfall, and if you'd like to come up and take some photos, the line will start over here. Conrad, give us a wave. Conrad will start the line. You can come up here, pour a bit onto the champagne waterfall and take a photo. Then at 6:40, our dancers will come out and perform for you here in the piazza. Then our captain will come after I introduce the senior officers on board and present a speech to all of you, officially welcoming you on board. But right now, as I said, we're going to pour the champagne waterfall. Please welcome, to help me do it, your Director of Restaurant Operations, it's Carlos. Right, Carlos, tell me, how many glasses are there on the champagne waterfall?
This is actually a fake one, right? This is inflatable.
It's inflatable, so if I push it right now, nothing will happen. Who would like me to try and push the champagne waterfall? Why not? Alright, how many glasses? In truth,
375 glasses.
375 glasses. Right, folks, we need your help to count down from 5. Are you ready? Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make some noise. You are officially on vacation. Again, if you would like to come and take a photo, please, the line starts right here. We're going to open it up. Celebrate the evening. Remember our dances at 6:40. I'll see you then. And of course, the echoes. Take it away. We have poured the champagne waterfall here, hoping for good weather and great cruise ahead. Our band have been singing, and if you would like to take more photos, don't worry, after this we will open it up. But we are going to continue our evening celebrations with the best cast at sea. So folks, make some noise for your Discovery Princess Dancers!
Someday you'll catch up. Someday you'll catch up.
Folks, make some noise for your Discovery Princess Dancers!
Applause, going for the second one, 2 million applause, going for the third one, 3 million applause, going for the fourth one, 4 million points. Oh no, that was so close. No, that was so close. I think that'll be a clear point for our officers. So now, that's gonna work. Now, coming all the way from Japan, we got Yoshi! Yoshi from Japan. Yoshi from Japan. Yes. Yes. Yoshi from Japan. So now, Yoshi, I know that in Japan on the high school you need to forcibly throw ninja stars, so you're good at this. So now, not here, there. So now Yoshi starting with the very first million points, is gonna go for the ninja stars, yes! And she's gonna... you didn't pass that test, okay? Going for the second one. Going for the third one, she's gonna get... I apologize. She didn't went to school. She didn't get that test. So now, going for the access, Yoshi's gonna throw the first one, and she's not gonna get it. Going for the second one, Yoshi, she is not gonna get it. And going for the third one, Yoshi, the last one, and Yoshi's gonna get 0 million points. Okay. Now it's going to be the turn of Amit, our guest services director from India. Amit will have the big responsibility of beating 0 million points. So now from India, Amit is going to go for the first million point ninja star, and he's going to not get it. Going for the second million point, he's going to get it. Going for the third one, he's failing, but he got already 1 million points. Going for the second one, he's not going to get it. Second axe. And he is going to get 2 million points. And final score of 2 million points is more than enough